Hello all and welcome back to another model railway video. Now today I'm going to be looking at my very first locomotive from Dapol. I've bought some second-hand Dapol wagons before and have found them to be very good, and I've always wanted to get a Dapol locomotive, in particular the one I'm going to be looking at today. Now until a short while ago I didn't think that there were any Dapol stockists in New Zealand. I didn't think anyone stocked Dapol at all. But I was wrong. I found one shop that stocked a very small line of Dapol products, and they had 2 locos in stock, and it was the class of loco that I wanted to get hold of. And this is it here. The Dapol B4 tank engine. I think that this is a really cool little 040. I've seen plenty of videos of it, I've seen plenty of photos of it, but now I get to experience the thing for real. It's because I've now got one. And I got a big surprise when I opened this up this morning. It's actually DCC fitted. I didn't think it was. I thought it was just DC. And also I found out that it has a flickering firebox. So I'm really keen to get in and have a look at this. I have not run it. I'm really keen to have a look at it. I've opened up the packaging once just to have a glimmer of it and have a look. And I think it looks absolutely stunning. But now I'll get a chance to have a real good close-up look, and then I'll give it its very first run. So I'll open it up, we'll get it on the layout and see how it goes. Let's get into it. Right, let's open up the box. Here we go. So we've got our manual. And this thing would take all day to get through. I've had a brief look through this already, but it covers all of your standard setup for running in. This is a very well detailed manual. It shows you the disassembly diagram, and it's all coloured like that, so you can actually see the separate parts pretty well. It runs through different things, and it even has an exploded diagram of all of the parts and components. I've never seen a Hornby manual detail things like this. This is a really, really cool feature. Points to Dapol. I'm already impressed and haven't even run the loco. And it shows the different cab variations and body styles. I'm blown away by how much is included, and it's just a tank engine. Look at that, nicely printed, nice in colour, really, really cool. And here is the engine. Nice foam packaging. And here we go, the B4. Oh, it's actually the early crest. I thought it was the late crest. Obviously, had a very quick look at it and didn't look at that. But yeah. Now, it doesn't come with a detail bag, but it does come with this. And it's in a Ziploc bag, which is great. It comes with these. I don't know what they're for. I haven't even read in the manual anything about what those are. They obviously go into the coupling pocket. I would say it could be like a bar that goes on the front, just a stopper to stop things going underneath, if you don't want a coupling in there. I don't know. I don't know what those are. Here is the grand little B4 tank engine. I'll move all the packaging out of the way. I'll pick it up and have a look at it first. Look at that. That looks so nice. And it's an interesting black. It's almost got a bit of a grey tinge to it. It's not quite black, but I really like it. It looks different. But yeah, I'm just really impressed with the detail on this. It looks so good. I'm really looking forward to having a close look at things. And it's got a flickering firebox in there. That is impressive. I will say one thing. It's very light for what it is. Like, compared to the packet's weight, it is very light. But that's mainly because it is made mostly of plastic. But I'm not complaining. I don't mind plastic models. As long as they're made alright and they don't look rubbish, I'm pretty happy. And this one here, this looks fantastic. So I'll get all the packaging out the way, and then we'll take a close look at the detail. Here we go. Right, so let's have a look at the stunning Dapol B4. And I tell you what, I just love this. It looks so, so cool, and I'm really looking forward to giving it a run. It's because it looks so nice. So I'll start off from a side-on view. And almost when you look at it in the camera light here, it's almost got a bit of a green tinge to it in that black. It looks really interesting, the colour, and it reflects very differently in the light. It's very glossy in a way. It's a matte sort of finish, but when you look at it in the light like that, if I go on the smoke box, look at how glary that is from the light. Very interesting colour. So I'll start off on the side and we'll have a look. So you have got the early BR crest right there in the middle of the tank, same on the other side, and that looks really, really well done, nicely printed. You've got the free 0084 print with the 1F symbol above it, and that's nicely printed. Looks really good. You don't have any boiler band lining or anything. It's a very plain looking loco, but I don't mind at all. It looks really good. But yeah, other painted components that you've got on the side, you've got some pipe work there that's been done to look like copper and brass. You can see a little copper pipe there, some brass fittings, looks really good. You can see up the top you've got some fittings where the whistle is. That looks really good. And they're painted, look good. On the side you've got the nice underframe detail, you've got the nicely done wheels, the spokes, you've got the rods and the cylinders, they look really good. You can see you've got your sand boxes underneath there with a little sander rod going down to the wheels. Nicely done steps up on that end as well. You can see from the side on view you've got some nice rivet detail on the smoke box. There is a tiny, that could be the lubricator or a sander box, I'm not sure what that is. But that looks really, really good. I can see some lamp brackets on the front, they look to be separately fitted. You've got your buffer beam, we'll take a close look at that soon, but they are sprung, that's great. You've got nicely done dome on the top of the water tanks, there's separately fitted details, they look really good, the big water caps on the tanks, nicely done chimney. From a side on view here of the cab you can see there's a little bit of handrail detail. I'm going to flip the engine around the other side to have a look in the cab just because the light will probably be a bit more on my side. Not really. But I can see some nice cab detail. It's quite enclosed, the cab. Like the pickets, it's quite hard to see, but I can see the reverser, I can see the regulator, some of the different valves. It looks really cool in there, and I'm looking forward to seeing the firebox glow in there as well. So yeah, there's some really nice cab detail and nice handrails going along the top there of the boiler. They look really, really good. Yeah, overall some very, very nice detail. So I'll move to the front and I'll look at the cab bit first. You can see just at the front there you've got your nicely fitted plastic windows. They look really nice, look really good on the front of the cab. And in the front of the loco itself, I'll try and hold this a bit more steady, we'll get two hands on it. You can see the free 0084 print on the front. You can see the shed number underneath there. That's underneath the smokebox dart. That looks really good. It looks a little bit off-centre, the shed number, but I'm not really too bothered by that. It just looks slightly off-centre. Or it could be the smokebox is not quite, the smokebox door anyway, it's not quite lined up, but I don't think that's the case. It doesn't look like it's off-centre, but definitely the shed number looks a little bit off-centre, but I'm not too bothered by that. So you've got the handrail going over the top of the smoke box, you've got the little lamp bracket there, tiny one, that looks really good. Lamp brackets on the sides of the smoke box. There's quite a lot of detail on the front of here. Sprung buffers, are they metal? No, they feel plasticky, but they're definitely sprung, which is great. Coupling on the front. Got some more details down the bottom there. You can see the cylinders sticking out, they look really cool. The little hose pipe, you've got the little hook for the coupling, more lamp brackets on the bottom, and you've got these little boxes on the side. I don't know if they're lubricators or sand boxes, I'm not sure what those are. If you do know, please leave something in the comments because I don't know. And then you can see the smokebox dart, you can see the smokebox hinges, that looks really good. Yeah, really, really nicely detailed, it looks fantastic, really like it. Move to the back of the loco. Again, you can see there are tons of lamp brackets. Now, I looked at this earlier when I got the loco out. It looks like there's actually one missing. Right there. I don't know if there's meant to be one there, but it looks like there's one missing out of the centre. But again, not too bothered because I'm not really going to pay too much attention to it. Nice handrail going across here. That looks really, really good. Again, nicely done windows. Again, sprung buffers. And the same sort of buffer beam arrangement with the coupling there. Looks really good. Very plain loco this, but still very nice. I'll turn it around to the far side now. And again, this side very much looks exactly the same as the other. A few differences, but very much the same loco. But a very good one at that. And we'll take a look at the top view now. So you've got the nicely done top of the cab roof. You can see where the safety valves stick up from the dome. You can see there's some boiler bands. They're not painted, as I mentioned. Nicely done chimney. Yeah, it just looks really, really good. Very quick loco to get through is because, as you can see, there is not really a whole lot of paint work on it. It is very much just a black loco with just a few painted fittings and the buffer beams, really, and some prints. But it looks really, really cool. There are different versions of this. There's some very sophisticated liveries that have been applied on this particular type of loco, but I really like the BR version. It looks really cool. So yeah, very quick and easy to have a look at. Now I'm going to put the loco on the layout and give it its very first run. I'm very excited to see how this goes. And yeah, DCC fitted. I don't know how it will go on my controller. The controls that I use are just little easy command DC controllers. I use them on all my layouts just because they're very reliable. I haven't had any problems with any of my DC controllers at all, the Bachmann easy command ones. So I'd say it will run fine. And I run DCC locos all the time on those controllers and it's never done any damage to them. So yeah, we'll see how this one copes and we'll see what the flickering firebox looks like. So we'll get the loco on the layout and give it its very first run. So there it is, folks, on the layout. I am very, very excited to see how this goes. This is my very first Dapol loco, and it is the very first time it's going to run on the layout. So, without further ado, let's put some power to it and see how it goes. Here we go. Wow, that was a smooth takeoff. I can't believe that. That is brand new, out of the box, first time. You're joking. That is smooth. I can't believe what I'm looking at. That is fantastic. We'll run it past a little bit faster going forwards. Gosh, that is smooth. I can hear that there's a decoder and I can hear it engaging, so it's definitely DCC fitted. But it is not having a problem there. I am very, very impressed. My first Dapol loco, it's making me want to go on their site right now and buy everything they've got. That is fantastic. Wow, 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 wow. You can tell I'm happy, folks. So there we are. Out of the box, brand new, performance-wise, I couldn't fault it. That was absolutely fantastic. It took off beautifully. I got that to a pretty low crawl. That was absolutely stunning to look at. I don't know how a plain DC model would go. It may be different, but I don't think it would make much difference not having the decoder in there if it's just running on plain DC. But that was a very, very smooth takeoff. I'm very, very impressed. So yeah, I'm now going to give this a bit of running in time. I'll film it going around, and then I will hook up a load of wagons to it, some Dapol wagons, which I have, and we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Right, so the B4 has now completed its time running in, and it's done it forwards and reverse, and I tell you what, I'm just really impressed overall with the quality performance of this engine. I'll try the crawl again. That is so good. I'm really impressed. I want to see if I can get it any slower. Try and reverse. Oh, just decided to stop. Must have hit a dead bit of track. That is so cool. Try it forwards again. That's so good. Really impressed with this locomotive. It is just absolutely fantastic. So I'm now going to put a load in behind it and send it on its way with a load test. I'm pretty sure it'll cope really well. It's a bit lighter than other engines that I have. Like, it's lighter than my W4 Pickets, so it's not as heavy as them, and it is a bigger loco, but I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. Very good. I'll now connect the wagons up and send it on its way. Here we go. So I've turned the light off so you can possibly get a view of it. But there is the firebox glow. That is so cool on a tank engine. I do not have one tank engine in the collection. Well, I do now because I've got this. But I've got no other tank engines that have a flickering firebox. Not even the Pickets. So that's pretty cool. I'm really impressed with what they've managed to cram into this small little loco. The fact that I got a DCC fitted one was a bit of a bonus. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, little firebox. How cool is that? So there we go, folks. That is the incredible B4 class tank engine number 3 OO Dapol in the early BR black livery by Dapol. What an incredible little engine, and for my first Dapol locomotive, I am very impressed. The fact of the performance on this is one of the best I've seen in terms of a tank engine. I've never seen a tank engine perform that well right out of the box. That was just such a smooth start. I don't know if it's because it's got a decoder in it or not, but that was really smooth. It's great to see also a firebox glow in a tank engine of this size. I do not have any tank engines besides this that have a firebox glow inside, so that is so cool to see. Even though it is a very simple BR black livery, it is still very much a sophisticated model in so many areas. There's some really cool little details. It's great to see plenty of lamp bracket details, nice cab detail, It's just a really, really good model, and it's really encouraging me to go and buy more Dapol products. I'm probably going to go and order another one of their engines quite quickly once I save up a bit more. But yeah, a really, really good buy. If you're keen on one of these, I highly recommend it. Over in the UK and probably the States, of course, you've got better access to them. In New Zealand, the seller that I got this locomotive from is 040 Trains and Models. They're based in the South Island, and I think they've only got one other B4 left in stock, but I have been told that they can order stuff in, but they prefer to do it in bulk for obvious reasons, of course. So if you're keen on getting some Dapol products, certainly look up 040 Trains and Models. I had really good service when dealing with them, and I highly recommend them. So yeah, that is Dapol's incredible B4. I hope you've enjoyed it, folks. That'll probably be the last new locomotive for a while that will be seen, just because I've bought too many. But there will certainly be some cool second-hand engines that I've bought not that long ago that will be making an appearance soon. It's just been a really good opportunity getting some new engines. The Ruston 88, of course, was a great new addition, and now this brilliant B4 tank engine. It's just been a really good season for trains at the moment. Very good. Hope you've enjoyed it, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.